back in Tsukihime. Had a bit of trouble with save files, but we're fine. We should be fine now. So let's go. Wait. Okay. I awaken to brilliant sunshine. I climb out of bed and look out the window. The weather out the window is beautiful, truly fitting for a Sunday. That is, there isn't a cloud in the sky, as if trying to tell me that everything that happened yesterday was just a dream. Is it morning? My chest hurts. The unmatched clear sky greets me, as it always does. But that fact just hurts me too much. That girl, the girl who disappeared last night, will never be able to experience morning like this again. Shiki-sama, are you awake? That voice brings me back to reality. What is it all of a sudden? Being regretful? Is that hypocrisy? Shiki-sama? Are you awake, Shiki-sama? Knock knock comes a hesitant sound at the door. I am back in my room. No matter how much regret I feel, I wake up just like as always. As long as I live, I can't escape reality. No matter how much I regret it. Yeah, I'm up. Come in. Please excuse me. The door opens with a clink, and Hisui enters. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Did she come to get my change of clothes? She's carrying a clean set. Morning, Hisui. Has everyone had breakfast already? Shiki-sama, forgive my rudeness, but did you check the time since you woke up? The time? Still more. The clock claims it's just past 12. Why does this clock say it's noon already? I think the clock is not the one who is the time incorrect, Shiki-sama. I came to wake you many times this morning, but you did not even open your eyes once. Was it really that deep of a sleep? Not just my mind, but my body suffered heavy wounds, I suppose. I see, sorry. You came to wake me up. Just what was I doing? It was a late night, but I still shouldn't have slept in like that. No, you do not have school today, so sleeping in was an option. But, Shiki-sama, you intend to go out again tonight? No, not at all. And more importantly, I wonder how Akiha is. I think she was up late last night too. Akiha-sama woke up at her usual time this morning. Hisui looks like she wants to say something more, but she answers my question. Oh, she really is different from me, leading that disciplined lifestyle. Think back to what happened last night. While I was still in a dazed stupor over what happened with Yumizuka, Akiha took care of me without asking any questions. After that, it's a little embarrassing, so I don't want to remember it. Hisui, is Akiha still here? She's an awfully busy person, so does she have a routine on her day off? Yes, she does have plans during her day off, but today she is still in the mansion. She has plans, but she's still here? I don't quite get it, but we'll all get changed, so please head to the sitting room ahead of me. Yeah, well please excuse me. As usual, Hisui glides away without a sound. Ah, Hisui. Yeah? What is it, Shiki-sama? Yeah, I forgot to say something. Thanks for coming to wake me up. It's a little late, but good morning, Hisui. Yes, please have a nice day, Shiki-sama. Staring up at the ceiling, I let out a deep breath. About Yumizuka Satsuki, that's something I can never forget for the rest of my life. But I will not let that control my life. I have a home to return to. Akiha is here for me, and I have an ordinary life to live. To protect all of that, I betrayed her. So, if I can't protect that, then everything will have been a lie. Is that just sugarcoating it? Maybe all I can do is deceive myself. Well, Hisui is waiting. I should change quickly and go back to the normal life waiting for me in the sitting room. In the sitting room, Aki is on the sofa, Kawaku is keeping her company, and Hisui is standing by the wall. Good morning, Shiki-san. Morning, Kawaku-san. Sorry to be a bother, but could you fix me something to eat? I'm a little hungry from all that sleeping. Yes, right away. I'll get it ready, so please wait a little bit. Kawaku-san quickly patters away towards the dining room. That leaves Akiha and Hisui, who's standing wordlessly like a statue. Yo, Akiha. Good morning. Good morning. Akiha just looks at me with a dissatisfied look on her face and doesn't return my greeting. Knew she'd be upset about last night. I know I deserve it since I embraced her like that last night. Akiha. Last night was Nissan sleeping in this late. Just what were you thinking? Well, I'm sorry. Geez, I'm not mad about that. It's your day off and you've chosen to sleep in until now. It's your laziness that angers me. The Akiha angrily turns her face away. Well, it may just be my imagination, but peevishly is a better word than angrily. Well, I couldn't help it. I got in late last night and my body was just tired. You brought that on yourself. No matter what the circumstances, please obey the rules of this house. I hate to admit it, but since she went to sleep the same time I did and still woke up early, I can't really counter her argument. Besides, Nissan, shouldn't you let Hisui wake you up in the morning? I'll let you go today because of last night, but he always lays around in bed too long, Nissan. Akiha, maybe it's not my place to say, but it's not like I'm sleeping in because I want to. What? So how comes you always sleep until the last minute every morning? You don't know how I feel when I wait for you until the last minute and... Akiha-sama. Where did the dire, threatening atmosphere go? All of a sudden, Akiha descends into silence. Hey, Akiha, I said so before, but waking up past 7 o'clock in the morning isn't intentional. Even I would like to get up earlier, but my body doesn't listen to what I tell it. If you want to help me wake up, if you want to help me wake up earlier, please buy me a really powerful alarm clock. I'm sure that can be up. Nissan, this may be a stupid question, but did you ever tell Hisui what time you wanted her to wake you up? That's right, I forgot such a simple thing as that. Oh yeah, Hisui comes every morning to wake me, so it's alright for her to do that. So, Hisui, could you please wake me up at 6:30 each morning? It would really help me out. I swing around to face Hisui. She stares right back at me. I refuse. Huh? Forgive me, but I refuse to wake you up, Shiki. I don't know what to say. Shock put my brain on hold. Looking at the situation, Akiha is also gaping at Hisui in surprise. What? Hisui, why can't you wake up Nissan? I am unable to undertake things I cannot do. I do not think I'm able to wake up Shiki-sama with my own power. Unable? Why not? I unthinkingly enter their conversation. Hisui continues staring at me. These past 3 days, all my efforts were fruitless. Shiki-sama, do you remember how many times I called your name this morning? No, I don't remember. I woke up from your voice? I thought I woke up by myself. That means there is no memory of me even calling out. Akiha-sama, that is the situation. Oh, I see. Akiha says this and looks over at me teasingly. How do I say this? It would seem my standing here has just been lowered quite a bit. In short, you've tried repeatedly to wake up Nissan, but there isn't even the slightest reaction on his part. That's how it is? Hisui nods silently. I nod silently as well. I see. The truth is, Hisui has already been trying to wake me up early in the morning. I don't want to say it myself, but I must be really good at sleeping in. Nissan, why are you looking so proud of yourself? Nothing. Was just surprised how daunting it is to wake me. I understand. Hisui, just like before, please try and wake up Nissan as much as you can. Hisui nods in assent. Seems like the conversation is finished. In the end, it may just be me waking up whenever I feel like it again. Hey, by the way, Hisui? Yeah, what is it? Does Nissan really not wake up? Even if you call his name, he doesn't respond? Yes. Shiki-sama's sleep is very quiet, and he sleeps like a statue. Like a statue? What? Oh, Nissan has a great sleeping posture, huh? No, that is not it. How do I say it? Shiki-sama is like a completely different person when he sleeps. I've never seen such a peaceful sleeping face, so when I first saw him, I thought he had passed away. So it's not quite that he is hard to awaken, but it seems very rude to do so, so I cannot help but be very gentle. Once Shiki-sama is about to wake up by himself, warmth returns to his white face, and I know he will wake up soon, but... Looking down, Hisui talks about how I look when I sleep. I can't help but feel embarrassed. Come to think of it, a sleeping person is completely defenseless, and after listening to that explanation, I flush it as red as if she saw me naked. Hisui descends into silence, and Akiha is obviously trying not to look in my direction. The air has become a little heavy. Thanks for waiting. Shiki-san, breakfast is ready. A bright voice saves the situation. So thanks. Well, I'll eat up. Yes, please take your time eating. Turning my back to Kawaku-san's smile, I head to to the dining room, alone. After I eat lunch, Aki and Hisui are still in the sitting room. It wouldn't be good to ignore them and go back to my room, so I sit on the sofa across from Akiha. Here, Shiki-san, you prefer green tea, right? Kaku-san places an after-meal cup of tea on the table beside me. Yeah, thanks. If you don't mind, then. No, not at all. This is your home, so please relax a little more. Kaku-san must be trying to make me feel more comfortable here because she takes good care of me. Jeez, I'm thinking I'm already used to this place. Do I still look a little strained? Yeah, just a little bit. Your shoulders seem a little tense. I wouldn't say you should be like it back then, but you certainly can relax a bit more. Kaku, you shouldn't spoil Nissan. He's been living like a sloth at the Arimas for so long. It's probably good for him to be a little tense just at first. Hehe, Akiha-sama, you are really strict with Shiki, aren't you not? I don't want to be strict. It's just that he's always so spaced out. I have to watch out for him. Huh? I'm a little surprised. When Akiha talks to Kaku, there isn't any hint of her usual coldness. Maybe it's because they're so close in age, but they seem to be really good friends. I'll glance over at Hisui. Since Akiha dismissed all the other servants except for Hisui and Kaku, I think Hisui must be trusted by Akiha as well. But since Kaku is complete opposite in personality, I have a feeling that there isn't much talk between Hisui and Akiha. May I be of service, Shiki-sama? Hisui realizes I was looking at her and asked me if there's anything I can do. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking that you're really calm. Yeah, something that Makihisa-sama taught to me. She answers very distinctly. The answer is so distinct, I couldn't continue the conversation. I get a little uncomfortable and go silent. Seems Kaku and Akiha are still talking. Shiki-sama, is it okay if I ask a question? Yeah, what is it? Seems like you departed the mansion last night again, so I would like to inquire if you had some usual scheduled routine to take care of every night. No, I don't have anything like that. The past 2 days were just something special. I steal a glass at Akiha's face as I say this. Akiha's just quietly watching the two of us. It would be neither Hisui nor Kaku know about my run-in with Akiha last night. It's alright, Hisui. I won't go out late at night anymore. Besides, I'm not a kid anymore, so it's not like there's any danger in going out at night. You say that, but Shiki-sama, you're the eldest son of the Tono family. Please refrain from doing anything careless. Yeah, just as Hisui says. Your personal physician told me that you should not strain yourself. Besides, you have anemia. That's true, but it has nothing to do with going out late at night. If I can't walk by myself, I shouldn't be going to school either, right? Well, yes, but during the day it's bright outside and people could help you, right? But at night it's different. There's been all these vampire murders recently, so if you go outside and collapse, what do you think will happen? Without thinking, my body shudders. Killer vampire. The killer indiscriminately killing people on the streets at night. Last night, the classmate I killed by my own hand. No, it's okay, Kaku. There isn't a vampire out there anymore. Those incidents, they won't ever happen again. Because Yumitsuka Satsuki is no longer in this world. Oh, is that true, Akiha-sama? I haven't heard anything about it. The one to ask is Nissan, since he seems to know something about it. Oh yeah, there's a victim from your high school, Nissan. Your 2 class 3 is your class, right? Eh? There wasn't a victim from my class. Ah, Shiki-san, you didn't see the news this morning. Last night, they found a large quantity of blood from someone named Yumitsuka Satsuki in an alley off the main street. The blood seems to have been there for a while, but from the amount of blood there, they say she is more than likely dead. My heart starts to throb violently. The fact that Yumitsuka Satsuki is dead, I know that better than anyone else. But when they say she's dead, it sounds like you killed her, didn't you, to me. Nissan, what's wrong? You're really pale. I can't say. I'm alright. Her death. I am sad that her death was publicized in reality and could not stay as something just in my heart. I said I wouldn't regret it, but a shadow enveloped me as soon as I think about her. And then, everyone, let's have a welcome party tonight. Kaku-san suddenly makes a loud announcement. Huh? Aki and I say the same thing aloud, and even Hisui tilts her head. A welcome party for Shiki-san. Everyone is here, and we haven't celebrated Shiki-san's arrival yet, so tonight should be Shiki's welcome party, right? Kaku looks at me and smiles. Crap, I must have looked really depressed. Aki-san, is that acceptable? If you allowed it, we can start the preparations right away. Yes, Nissan has finally come back, and we haven't even done anything. I think it's a good idea, but Hisui, you agree, right? Yes, if it is acceptable to Shiki-sama, I do not think it will be a bad thing. The three of them turned to stare at me. Okay. So, of course, I agree. Yeah, I've decided not to have any regrets. I don't want Kawaku-san to worry about me. I'm in favor. I'm not about to turn down my own welcome party, am I? It's decided. Well then, I'll prepare the food. Hisui-chan, can you take care of my work for today? Oh. That will be fine. Sweeping the lobby in the east building? Well then, I shall. What should I do, Kawaku? Aki-san and Shiki-san should rest in their rooms. I'll prepare dinner early to make time for the party, so if anything you need to do, please try and be done by then, okay? Kawaku-san goes into the kitchen, Hisui out to the courtyard. Well then, I'll go into my room. So, what should I do? Guess if I tried to help Hisui, I'd just get in the way. Since Aki is actually home for a change, I guess I'll pass the time talking to her. Akiha, you here? Nissan? Hurried sound can be heard from within. Just wanted to talk for a bit, if that's okay. Oh yeah, please come in. Put my hand on the doorknob. Thinking about it, this is the first time I've ever been in Akiha's room. I opened the door a bit tensely. I guess the room is exactly what I was expecting. What is it, Nissan? Is it something important to make you come to my room? No. I just felt like talking for a bit. If you're busy, I can come back later. Well, I am busy, but I can put that off to take time to talk with you. Akiha ties up the notebook on her desk. Oh, you're doing homework? Then I should go. Shouldn't I turn on to your studies? No, I was just about to start, so I can leave it for tonight. It's fine, so please sit down. She'll make some tea. Alright, but no tea, thanks. I won't want to spoil my appetite today. That's true. Then I'll do the same. Akiha sits on the chair of her desk. I lower myself into a suitable chair and glance around Aki's room. It's an amazing room, but of course it's not really my type of place. I haven't even been able to settle in my own room, and it has just the bed and the desk. If they'd given me a room decked out like this, I might have fled. Hey, Akiha. Yeah? What is it? It's just something I've been wondering about for a while. Why did you call me back? The old man died, and while I'm the oldest son, that doesn't seem like much of a reason. What do you mean, not much of a reason? This is your home. It's only natural for you to come back here. There doesn't need to be a reason. Well, that's true, but don't you have a grudge against me? I left you here for 8 years. Yes, of course I have a grudge. It was Father's fault you were sent to live with Arimus, but it really made me mad that you didn't send even a single letter during that time. Oh no, that was what? Come on, Nissan, what is it? You come in here to remind me things I almost forgot. Do you enjoy making me angry that much? No, of course I didn't do it to make you angry. Think about the letter. I didn't do it because that old man forbade me to do it, so... I know that. I'm angry because you brought it up. Sorry, just wondered. Shouldn't have mentioned it. Indeed, please don't talk about such trifling matters. With a sound of annoyance, Akiha looks away. Really, what am I doing? If I took the trouble to come and talk to Akiha, why am I talking about such unimportant things? Well, I guess it's like you to carry such small matters forever. Kawaku said so too, right? This is your home. You should be more relaxed. Yeah, I think I'll get used to it gradually. But what? Well, no, it's just there's no nostalgia. I remember life in the mansion, but I'm confused because none of this matches my memories. Well, I guess I've been away for 8 years, so it's natural. What's with that expression? Like I said, I don't have anything against the mansion. Don't worry, I don't want to leave or anything. Yeah, I'm glad, but... Akiha looks away for some reason. Nissan, I have a question I forgot to ask too. It's about the injury from your accident 8 years ago. Injury from the accident? You mean the wound in my chest? Yeah, Kawaku said it hasn't completely healed yet, but does it still trouble you? I don't know. The actual wound itself healed ages ago, but there's some unstable organs that got damaged. Heard that some of those would heal in time, but some would stay unstable. Guess my incessant anemia is a result of that, in addition to some emotional damage from the accident. Does it, hurt any, son? Akiha murmurs a question, looking away. Nah, it doesn't hurt anymore. Just feel a little dizzy when I wake up. No worse than that. Well, perhaps it hurts occasionally in the dead of winter. The dizziness has faded lately, and I'm sure the anemia will go away in a few years. Anyway, it's nothing to worry about. There are people out there with wounds they won't recover from for 20 years, so my wound's nothing in comparison. Akiha says nothing, still looking away. Damn, the atmosphere has become heavy again. Akiha's completely motionless. Somehow, it seems unnatural. Hey, Akiha? Nissan? Akiha looks up. She lacks all vitality, as if she was just passed out until now. What's wrong? Do you feel bad? If you do, you should lie down. I'll go back to my room. No, that's not it. I was just listening to you. I was remembering about the past. Akiha's body shakes. She almost falls off her chair, but she remains in it somehow. She takes a halting breath. Akiha, you're really acting strange. You're really acting strangely. You should lie down. No, it's all right. It's not as bad as yours, but I get easily dizzy too. I was just thinking about the accident 8 years ago. Your wound was so deep, and there was so much blood coming out of it. That's why I felt bad. I see. If that's so, please. If that's so, but don't push yourself. If you feel bad, please tell me. Of course. I would do that without being told. It's alright. Unlike yours, my dizziness is purely mental. Akiha answers me clearly, completely recovered. It's almost time, isn't it? Kawaku will call us soon, so you should go back to your room. 5 o'clock already? Well, I'll go back to my room, but Akiha, don't push yourself. It doesn't go any good not to speak up while you're suffering. Oh, it's not like you to be so concerned about me, Nissan. Maybe I should do so once in a while. Dummy, it's just an occasional thing. See you later. I open the door. Akiha's room is deep in the east wing, a good 50 meters from my room, deep in the west wing. Nissan. What is it? Did you forget something? No, it's not that, but... Akiha falls silent, unable to find the right words, with eyes gazing at me. I'm sorry. It's nothing. Seem like they're apologizing to me. I'll see you in the dining room later. Won't get angry whatever you do today, so don't worry. That's a relief. Since Kawaku cooked us a feast, I was hoping we might be able to forget about table manners today. With that, I leave Akiha's room. Well then, a toast to Shiki-san's homecoming. Everyone, please take whatever you would like to drink. Kawaku lines up drinks in front of us with a full smile entirely free of malice. Most of the drinks didn't happen to be juice or anything like that, but proper alcoholic beverages. Akiha? What is it, Nissan? There's a gurgling as Akiha fills her glass with tawny liquid, then adds a little orange juice. That wouldn't be whiskey, would it? It would. Is there something wrong? It would? Akiha, aren't we all too young to be drinking? This is your welcoming party. We have to have alcohol, don't we? Or, Nissan, you're weak when it comes to alcohol? Akiha seems somehow delighted. Hisui-chan, that's unusual. Not juice today? Seeming a little shy, Hisui silently pours one into her glass. See, Nissan, even Hisui's drinking. Surely you don't intend to be the only one drinking juice? Jeez, you really want to get the most out of this party, don't you? Yeah, I don't usually like parties, but today is an exception. Well, it can't be helped. A lot of alcohol isn't good for my body, but a little bit should be okay. The weakest drink laid out on the table is the wine, it looks like. Well then, everyone raise your glasses, please. Cheers! With a clash, our glasses come together. Kawaku tosses hers down in a single gulp. Akiha takes her time, and Hisui sips hers quietly. Oh man, I'm not responsible for this. And in less than an hour, Hisui falls asleep, and Kawaku-san carries her to her room with a smile. Not being used to alcohol, my mind is a little fuzzy. Akiha sits nearby and is still drinking eagerly. Doesn't bode well for the rest of the evening. Akiha, you really have some tolerance, don't you? Oh, I'm not drinking it straight up, so I think it's about normal. That's not the point. I'm saying she's pretty used to drinking for being a minor. Jeez, making that face again. Please get a little drunk, Nissan. Kaku prepared all this to cheer you up, so isn't it a little meaningless if you don't? That's right. Yeah, I have to thank Kawaku for consideration. Thanks to that, I do feel better. What are you saying? You don't look happy at all. If alcohol doesn't make you feel better, isn't there nothing left? Wow, that's a little bold. Saying nothing left. If alcohol doesn't work, isn't that mistaken? Cannot be helped if you do not wish to speak to me, Nissan. If you would like to talk about last night, I wouldn't ask for the help of alcohol. I see. Just like Kawaku, Akiha is concerned about me. But I can't ask, right? I already promised no longer to ask about it. Sorry, just a big burden to everyone. Well, as long as you understand, it is all right. As you say, I seem to be a little drunk, so I will go outside. She says drunk, but her steps are firm as she exits the dining room. Following Akiha, I go out to the courtyard to get some fresh air. It's still before 6 o'clock. The red sun paints the sky. Still the afternoon. There's no one else around. I thought Akiha was going to be here, but I guess we missed each other. Red sunset. Until now, the red sunset reminded me of fresh blood. But today, it reminded me of her final smile as we parted on the road home. Throb. Stabbing pain in my chest. Does the scar on my chest hurt? Or is my heart in pain from regret? I can't tell the difference. Only that my chest hurts, as if it was bleeding. Gah! Dizziness assails me. Because of the alcohol and the pain in my chest, such a small, insignificant thing causes me to lose consciousness. My house is this way. Saying that, she went down a different path. Thanks. She probably said that since I was there for her until the very end. Sorry. She probably said that since she knew I would carry this regret from now on. So it's okay to forget. Felt like she whispered those words in my ears. Isn't that just a false happiness? In a dream I dreamed about, I dreamed such selfish words. If I can just forget, it will be very easy for me. But I can't forget. I don't like her, nor did I hate her, but I think I shouldn't forget her smile. And more than that, as long as this scar remains on my neck, I can't forget. When I come to, I'm lying in my room. While I was sleeping, Akiha must have been watching me because she is there in front of me. Akiha? Have you awakened? Goodness, suddenly collapsing like that. What happened, Nissan? I say, did I pass out? Yeah, thankfully you woke up quickly. I'm sorry for forcing you to drink like that. No, that has nothing to do with this. I just collapsed on my own. Saying that, I stare up at the ceiling. My head is still dizzy and I don't feel like talking with Akiha right now. Even still, Akiha is not bothered by this and she quietly tends to me. Akiha? Yes, what is it, Nissan? Well, isn't this boring for you? I'm fine, so you can go back to your room if you want. Are you saying I'm bothering you? No, that's not it at all. I was just thinking that maybe you were a little bored. It is boring, but I can stand it. This is something I'm doing out of my own interest, so there's no need for you to worry, Nissan. Then I guess that's alright. Time passes. It's past 7 o'clock. 7 hours since then. Has Akiha been tending me this long? Akiha silently takes my temperature. I remember now. That had to have been more than 8 years ago. Akiha came to watch over me after I caught a cold or something like that. It really was a terrible cold. Even breathing was painful. The black-haired girl sat by my pillow, holding my hand and just staring at me. Tatami and the shuji. The cool winter air. In the dark tatami mat room, the young figure of Akiha watching me on the verge of tears. I'm a little relieved. Huh? Did you say something, Nissan? Yeah, I was just thinking there's a little bit of the old Akiha in you. It's not really anything, but it makes me pretty happy. I give Akiha a gentle smile so naturally it almost surprises me. That is fine, but you haven't changed at all, Nissan. Causing so much work for others. Please act more properly. Akiha looks away and complains. Understanding she is just embarrassed, I start to feel even more happier. Sheesh, why are you smiling like that? If you have this much energy, I just don't need me to take care of you. No, that's not it. Just remember something from a long time ago. Akiha, in that tatami room. Tatami room? What is that all about? I understand Akiha taking care of me, but why was it in a tatami room and not my room? There's something not quite right. Akiha, is there a room with a tatami in this mansion? No, there are no Japanese rooms in this mansion. Yeah, you're right, it's nothing. I just thought it was odd. Don't worry about it. What is it so odd about not having a Japanese room? Oh, you know, this mansion is so big, I thought maybe there was at least one. There is a detached Japanese-style building, however. Now that she mentions it, of course. In the middle of the forest in the garden, there was a Japanese-style mansion. Goodness, you really have become more energetic. I think I won't be on the way if I stay longer, so I'll return to my room. Standing up from the chair, Akiha goes to leave the room. Thanks, Akiha. Sorry for making you stay here this whole time. Please don't mind. Starting tomorrow, your daily life will become more like this. Or just saying something I don't quite understand. Akiha exits the room. I turn off the lights and rest in bed. Thanks to Akiha taking care of me, I feel more relaxed. At this rate, I should be able to dream peacefully for the first time in days. Take a deep breath and slowly close my eyes. Right before I fall asleep, the memory of myself being tended by a young Akiha freshly surfaces in my mind. The dark Japanese-style room where no one came to see me. Did she sneak away from Makihisa? Akiha snuck in and cried as she held my hand. I'm sorry, she was saying. I didn't know why, but the black-haired young girl kept repeating I'm sorry over and over. I remember, about the proud eldest daughter of the Tono family, who was the only one who cared for me. The young girl always crying in the dark Japanese room. I bit my tongue in frustration while being dizzy from fever. I wonder why she was crying. If it was me, I would never let Akiha cry. I'm sorry, Shiki-san. Her tears were simply beautiful. Since that time, I vowed to be her real brother. Okay, we're also gonna go through this day. Since this recording is only 30 minutes so far. I wake up with a sudden ache. Morning? The clock says it's just past 6:40. The weather outside the window is perfectly cloudless. Ow! Pain runs through me once again. Not my head or chest, but apparently on the side of my neck. That's odd. I've never had pain there before. Put my hand on my neck, but there's no blood. The wound from Yuzuka's bite is already closed. Maybe I have a fever. Is it because of the alcohol last night? My body's heavy and I feel like I have a fever. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Morning, Hisui. Did you sleep well last night? Yes, please forgive me for my unsightly behavior last night. That's right, you went to sleep. It's okay. I fainted afterwards anyway, which was probably worse. Thank you for your kind words. After you change, please head towards the dining room. He must still be very embarrassed about last night and leave somewhat flustered. Hisui, maybe it's possible for her to be easily embarrassed. I thought she was basically expressionless at first, but when you look at her closely, she gets embarrassed and mad a lot. Next time, I should try to make her laugh really hard. I don't know how I would do that, but there's no doubt Hisui's smile would be very cute. Hey, Hisui's smile would look just like Kawaku-san. A boring conclusion. I quickly change and head to the sitting room. I run into Akiha in the lobby. Guess she's going to school as she's holding her bag. For some reason, my entire body starts to heat up as soon as I see her face. Good morning, Isan. Yeah, good morning, Akiha. Thump. My chest starts to hurt. Wow, is something special going on today? You're up a full 20 minutes earlier than usual, Nisan. No, I just had a bit of a bad dream, that's all. Just a whim, don't worry about it. I don't understand what I'm saying. It's because of my dream? Suddenly remembering her young face, I can't look at Akiha directly. Nisan, your face is red. Do you have a fever? No, it's not that. For some reason, I just can't return her gaze. She lifts an eyebrow suspiciously and comes near me. Excuse me. She brings her hand to my forehead. Thump. My heart beats. Akiha's palm is not any different from back then. Cold, soft fingertips. Thump. Thump. Her fingers touch me for only a matter of seconds, but my heart strangely begins to pound harder. If I were to glance down, her face would be right there. Her thin, shrunk eyebrows would show her strong will. It's clear her clear black pupils with her matching long hair. It really is a beauty unrelated to the name Tono Akiha. Thump. My heartbeat. I can just imagine how red my face has become. Hey, Akiha, if she doesn't pull back, it'll be troubling. Seems you don't have a fever. She pulls her fingers away and backs off slightly. Just in case, I'll have Kawaku prepare some cold medicine. Please wait in the sitting room, Nisan. With that, Akiha goes up to the second floor. The hands of the clock reach 7. Sorry to keep you waiting. I have cold medicine and water, so please drink it after breakfast, okay? Kawaku-san. My shoulders slump. I'm really glad Kawaku-san brought it, but I was expecting Akiha to bring it, so I'm a little disappointed. Thanks, Kawaku-san. Where's Akiha? I think it's a bit early for her to go to school. No, since there were some formalities to take care of, Akiha-sama left for school earlier. And you know what, Shiki-san? Kawaku looks into my face with a smile. What? Did I do something again? Yeah, I was wondering what you did to Akiha-sama just now. It's been such a long time since I've seen Akiha-sama this happy. I'm curious. Really curious. I didn't really do anything to make her happy. In fact, it's more like I'm the happy one. But Akiha did seem to be in a good mood, didn't she? She was smiling when we ran into each other, and for Akiha to take my temperature just isn't like her at all. Would have been fine just to leave that to Kawaku, so that was odd enough. Shiki-san, does anything ring a bell? No, sorry, she definitely did seem in a good mood, but I don't think it was because of me. In the first place, I don't understand Akiha right now at all. She is different than she was 8 years ago. Oh, really? Well, I personally think you are a bit dense at times, but let us leave that there. Well then, please eat breakfast, Shiki. It's waiting for you in the dining room. Oh, yeah. Thanks as always. I give her a quick bow of the head and go to the dining room. Ah, Shiki-san. What you said earlier was mistaken. Eh? Mistaken? What was? Akiha-san has not changed one bit from the past. I think the one who is making Akiha hard to understand is you, Shiki-san. You knew the phrase loaded with meaning. Not Akiha. Kawaku-san disappears towards the lobby. Shiki-sama, what time will you be returning today? In the evening. I don't have anything special to do, so I'll be back by 4. I understand. I will no longer be able to wait for you here, but please call me if you need anything for when you return. Unable to wait by the gate. What does she mean? Please have a safe journey, Shiki. Yeah, I'm off. Raising a hand to the bowing Hisui, I exit the front gate of the mansion. Since I woke up early, I can take my time going to school. I walk leisurely down the road to school, which I normally jog down. I walk slowly and arrive at the gate 10 minutes before it closes. It's a time when all the students who don't participate in clubs arrive. In a high school prepping for general entry like mine, the only clubs practicing in the morning are the athletic clubs. It's only natural for the school gate to be this crowded. Ah, Senpai. I see CL Senpai walking a little bit ahead of me. Senpai! I call out to stop her. Ah, good morning, Tono-kun. It's rare to meet you by the entrance here. Yeah, I saw you from behind, so I ran up to meet you. Do you always come at this time? Yes, I am bad at getting up early, so I always just barely make it. Did you oversleep today? No, I actually woke up earlier. You know, I normally make it right as the gate is about to close. Wow, you mean you're a late riser, Tono-kun, huh? I might have something on my face as Senpai stares right at me. Sorry. Tono, did something happen over the weekend? No, not really. Why do you ask? Oh, it's nothing. Just playing around. Please forget about it. I'm a little bewildered. And then, at that moment, I see a familiar face running vigorously from the entrance. That's Inui-kun, Senpai says so calmly. Yeah, that's Inui. I try answering her calmly. Senpai don't even think that the actions of the rampaging Arihiko as he dashes towards us are odd at all. In other words, we're used to it. Tono! Tono! A cloud of dust kicks up behind him. He does not stop. Even though we are right in front of him, Arihiko launches a drop kick in my direction without even pausing. Crash, roll, 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 thud. I can't believe it. This person throws a kick full force into me, and we suddenly crash into the ground and roll 3 times. I get up and shake off all the dust from my clothes. Arihiko also stands up and pats his uniform. Arihiko. Tono! After a 3-second interval, we face off directly. Ready. What the hell are you doing? You have a sister? Both of us shout simultaneously. What? Wait a second. How do you know I have a sister? Why, you do have one after all! Arihiko holds his head in his hands and twists his body. It's so ridiculous looking, I would deny knowing him even if he owned me 1,000,000 yen. Hey, cut it out, Arihiko, please. We'll end up being the laughingstock of the school. Screw that, I don't care! Arihiko looks up with a glare. You traitor! I'll call you Oni-san someday! Leaving such an incomprehensible parting shot, Arihiko runs off. Not towards the school building, but to the front gate. What's he doing? There isn't even 5 minutes until homeroom starts. Knowing about him is understandable. Anyways, it seems like I won't run across him for the rest of the day. During the break after second period, Arihiko suddenly returns. After thinking about it for a while, I had no reason to go home. Saying so, he calmly takes his seat. Leaving him alone, I stare blankly in my seat and wait for third period to start. But the classroom seems odd today. Every break, all the guys leave the room and come back with happy looks on their faces. I'm a bit curious. Hello, Tono-kun. Do you mind? Huh? It's break time, Senpai. It is okay to come to my classroom like this? Yeah, being here is much more fun than being in my classroom. She smiles happily as she says this. Arihiko sits at his desk unaware of Senpai's arrival. It's quite the ideal situation. But the second-year classrooms are pretty noisy too. The third-year boys have also been making a fuss, and I imagine the 4th floor is overcrowded by now. Huh? The third-year boys making a fuss? About what? Oh, you're not making a big deal. You're not making a big deal out of it. Well, there's no reason for you to go look, Tono-kun. I don't quite understand, but there seems there's no reason for me to go look. What do you mean? Go see what? The new first-year transfer student. All the boys in every class are taking turns to go see her. Apparently, the hallway outside her classroom is very crowded. She's awfully popular. Transfer student? In other words, that's where all the guys in my classroom went to. Oh, so that means she's really cute. This new transfer student? I don't know, but that's what I've heard. They say a girl in the first year transferred from a famous ladies' academy. I see. For someone to transfer at this time of year, there must be some strange circumstances. You thought so too, huh? But it seems like a waste. Why is she transferring from the distinguished Asani's academy to go here? What a coincidence. My sister is also a first-year student at... Wait a minute. There's something not quite right about this whole conversation. Senpai sounds like I know this transfer student already. Please don't mind. Starting tomorrow, your daily life will become more like this. Since there were some formalities to take care of, Akiha-sama left for school earlier. No way. I'm shocked. But that's the only conclusion I can draw. Tono-kun? I can't hear Senpai's voice anymore. I look over at Arihiko's desk and he has an especially evil grin on his face. I walk purposefully over to his desk. Arihiko. Oh? What could it possibly be, Oni-sama? I'll punch you for saying that. Hey, can you take a joke? What is it? Is there a reason you would talk to a commoner like me? Yeah! Arihiko laughs. Reason? Well, I do have a reason this time. Arihiko, can you tell me the name of this new transfer student? Man, you should know me. You should know without me saying anything, right? Yeah, her name is Tono Akiha. Your younger sister. Jeez, you even kept it a secret from me. I would have found out quickly since he's that hot. I really doubted our friendship this time. No, there's never been that sort of illusion between us, but I see. Totally drained, I answer and return my seat. Tono-kun? Senpai is speaking, but I just don't feel like responding. You seem to be having trouble, so I will go back. Senpai walks out of the room lightly. Akiha's transferred to my school. What is she thinking? Muttering aloud in astonishment, I fall into my chair. Third period starts and English class begins. The sound of fluent English goes in one ear and out the other. My head is only full of thoughts about Akiha right now. This English is just noise to me. As always, Akiha's Akiha. If she's going to transfer to my school, couldn't she at least tell me? No, more importantly, she transferred to my school when there's no advantage for her to do so. Pain again. Sharp pain in my neck. I fall into my desk. This is bad. I can hardly move. Is it anemia again? Then it's just as always. It's normal. I'll pass. I'm in class. I have to recover. Look, the English teacher is reading aloud. The blackboard. Chalk. Chalk dust. English. The sound of chalk scraping. Teacher. Teacher. Adult. Podium. The creaking podium. Desk. 36 desks. Student. Students. 36 students. 3 days ago, there were 37. Window. Sky. Schoolyard. Sun. Unpopular. Lonely. Cold. Frightened. Uneasy. Something. Desire. 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 Tono-kun! Hey, are you right, Tono-kun? My eyes open wide at the sound of the teacher's voice. Sweat rolls down my forehead. My body's cold. My breathing is ragged. What is it, Tono-kun? If you're not feeling well, you can rest. No, I'm fine. That's passed. I see. Well, don't push yourself. Your grades are good, so it is acceptable to take an occasional rest. Your progress will be satisfactory, even with some handicaps. English teacher's words lack a little consideration for the other students. I once again declare I'm fine and resume class. At lunch, the classroom gets frantic. I take a deep breath. I've been hot since this morning. Maybe I've caught a cold. My whole body feels languid. What, Tono? Are you still sicking around here? Yeah, I don't feel too well today. Can't go to the cafeteria, so can you please get me something? I'll have the usual. No, I don't mind, but is that alright? Your dear sister seems to be having trouble in the cafeteria. That's right. She's always been at a ladies' academy, so she wouldn't know anything about how normal school cafeteria system works. I can distinctly imagine Akiha standing in the cafeteria not knowing what to do. Damn, I can't leave her like that. Tono, wait up! I'm coming too! I dash up the class... Tono, wait up! I'm coming too! I dash out the classroom. Close behind me, Arihiko falls a bit more energetic than usual. Akiha stands aghast in the center of the crowded cafeteria. She looks as if she does not know what to do. Jeez, what is she doing? I hurry over to Akiha. Akiha! Nissan. In that instant, I see her face on the verge of tears and my chest starts to hurt. Come on, over here. You don't like the crowds, right? Yeah. Not wanting to see her almost crying face a second longer, I strongly pull Akiha out of the cafeteria. Here, you should be able to relax here. I'll go buy us some lunch, so just sit at this bench. Yes, I apologize for the trouble, Nissan. It's alright. I'll hear about it later. Arihiko, I'm gonna get some lunch, so take care of Akiha, alright? Why are you asking me all of a sudden? Look, I'll go buy lunch and you keep your sister company, Tono. What's the matter, Arihiko? Aren't you gonna call me Ani-san? I'll tell you right now, but I won't give you a chance like this in the future. I whisper to Arihiko. He whispers back, meaning our secrecy. Right, but I can't be with her all alone all of a sudden. If it was any other woman, I agree. But your sister's just too high class. This isn't like you at all. Are you scared of Akiha? Yeah, to be honest, I am. Since she is the type I've never won against, I like to concentrate on getting information in the first round. Why is he always this funny at strange times? Alright, then you can get lunch for the three of us? Leave it to me. What does your sister want? Too scared to buy her ordinary cafeteria bread. As if I would know. She transferred here, so curry bread and coffee milk would be good enough. Roger, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Arihiko returns to the building in a dash. You seem to be very good with him, Nissan. Huh? Where'd all her vulnerability go? She's suddenly back to normal. Yeah, we get along especially well. More importantly, Akiha! Please don't yell it like that. People around us are surprised. What? More importantly, can you answer me? That person, what is he to you, Nissan? What is he? He's an unwanted but inseparable guy who's been with me since middle school. No, that's not what we're talking about. Okay. What did he tell me to do? This one. Riku's just one of my classmates. But you haven't answered my question either. Very well. What is it, Nissan? What is it? Why have you transferred to this school? What possible reason could you have for transferring to a second-rate elevator school? So you say, Nissan, but I can go to school wherever I choose. I did not need to explain myself to you. Don't be stupid. I'm your brother. I can't just overlook things that are against your best interests. Frankly, I can't see any benefit in you transferring to this school. Since your old man isn't around anymore, it's my responsibility to look out for you. What? It's not fair to say things like that at times like these. Not fair is my line. What were you thinking, transferring without even telling me? I won't accept this transfer until I hear a good reason. If I'm not satisfied with the reason, I'll send you right back to your own school. So tell me, Akiha, why did you change schools? Akiha falls silent and looks down. Very brief moment later, she raises a brave face. I was worried about you, Nissan. Is that not a sufficient reason? Hang on. What do you mean, worried about me? What sort of reason is that for transferring? Well, looking at your unruly behavior recently, I decided that in order to prevent you from disgracing the Tono name, I would have to keep a close eye on you. Akiha explains clearly. And she says unruly behavior, I can't help but nod. It's true. My everyday life since coming here has surely been an annoyance to Akiha and the others. But transferring is still a bit much, isn't it? What about your friends? That's none of your concern, Nissan. If you even a little bad for me, then all you have to do is change your way of thinking from now on. Akiha turns sharply away. Well, this is just the way she is. Alright, do as you please. But one day you'll regret it. That's fine. I wasn't thinking of having you worry over me, Nissan. At the sound of exasperation, Akiha starts to sulk. Here you go, lunch for 3 people. Huh? What, am I interrupting something? No, nothing of the sort, Samurai. You are a friend of Nissan? I am Tonoshiki's younger sister, Akiha. It's a pleasure to meet you. Akiha bows softly. Not at all, the pleasure's mine. I'm Minui Arihiko. I've known Tono since junior high, but today was the first time I found out about you, Akiha. Maybe he's still holding a grudge against me for not telling him about her, as he says things he doesn't have to. Alright, Arihiko, let's eat. Lunch break is short. There's no time for chit-chat with Akiha. I ignore Akiha glaring at me, and I accept the lunch from Arihiko. Here, Akiha, here's curry bread and milk, and you can eat them there, and you can eat them here. There isn't much time, so you can't take too long over them. I know that. I'm not a child, so you don't have to explain every little thing to me. That's right, Tono. Aren't you a bit mean to Akiha-chan? Arihiko beats at me. Ignoring them, I open my own bread and stick the straw in my milk. Munch. Right. Lunch is over, so it's time to go back to class. Ah, Nissan. Akiha speaks up timidly. Looking at Bryce, she hasn't even opened her curry bread yet. What is it, Akiha? You're not hungry? Well, it's not that, it's just... She glances upward like she's embarrassed or something. Could you teach me how to eat these? She glances hesitantly towards me. And what am I supposed to say? What do you mean how to eat them? You just break open the wrapper and eat it. It's not that hard, is it, Tono? Arika, sorry, but could you go get a napkin from the cafeteria? Me? I nod silently. Fine, but you'll owe me one. Arihiko runs off towards the school building again. Alright, give it to me. You open the bag here, like this, and you just bite into it. It's okay, but don't expect too much for the taste. Kawaku-san's cooking in this are like heaven and earth. Really, Nissan? I'm not kidding. Or what are you going to say? Don't tell me that even though you've transferred to our school, you can't eat our food. I don't want to think less of you. No, it's not that, it's just, this bread is so big I don't think I could get it into my mouth. No one said you have to eat it all in one bite. It's bread, so you just bite off a bit at a time. You'll get crumbs around your mouth, but Ariko's bringing you a napkin to wipe it, okay? Yes, thank you, Nissan. Saying so, Aki starts to bite into the curry bread. I think there was ever a girl getting this nervous to start eating curry bread. It's a few minutes after Aki finished her lunch. Ariko's appearance doesn't seem to bother her, as they are engaged in pleasant conversation. So, Inui-san, you have been a friend of Nissan since junior high school? Yeah, I've known him for about 5 years now. He's been a bothersome guy since the moment we met. I helped him out with all kinds of stuff, and before I know it, he kind of grew on me. Ariko, that's the wrong word. You should call it extortion. Whatever you want to call it, we're stuck with each other. Ariko laughs. Yeah, kind of like how stuff sticks to the bottom of your shoe. Guess we both give each other a lot of trouble. I return Arihiko's laugh cynically. Somehow, Akiha seems to be having trouble stomaching Arihiko and myself. Oh, by the way, Akiha-chan, can I ask you something? Certainly, as if it's something I can answer. Well, I've been wondering for a while. Tono has chronic anemia, right? Was he always like this? The amazing thing about Arihiko is how he's so straightforward when asking awkward questions like this. Yes, Nissan has been anemic since birth, but all of the people of the Tono family have similar problems. His is not a special case. Really, Akiha? Yeah. Father suffered from manic depression, divergent identity disorder, to give it its full title. What? Divergent identity? More commonly called split personalities, though father's wasn't severe enough to cause muddiness of memory. I didn't know, but looking back on it, Tono Makihisa's character did seem to switch often from tenderness to brutality. So it was a medical condition, that old man. Looking at it like that, everything becomes clear. Before the accident, I always felt father was a tender man who kept his distance. But after the accident, Makihisa clearly hated me. Looking back, it may have been because of his condition. Lunch break's over, Tono. Don't complain to me about it. Come on, Akiha, you should hurry back to your classroom. It'll be embarrassing to be late on your first day of school. I understand. Take care, Nissan. As the bell resounds, we return to our classrooms. A day full of ups and downs finishes. What should I do now? Okay. Go to Aki's classroom. The events which happened during lunch break still weigh on my mind. I'm sure she can walk home alone, but I feel I ought to go and check on Akiha. I walk along the corridor lit by the fading sun. I think Akiha's class is first grade, class 1. Classroom is silent. Girl stands alone in the empty red classroom. I feel a little dizzy. Classroom died by the evening glow. Alone, a girl with long, faintly red hair is preparing to leave. No matter how long I look at her, she's Akiha. So why? Why do I feel as if I'm seeing a stranger for the first time? Nissan? As she calls out to me, the dizziness subsides. You're Akiha, right? Nissan, are you feeling poorly again? Akiha addresses me in her usual tone. Looking at Akiha's black hair, I feel without a doubt this is my own little sister, Tono Akiha. Nah, it's nothing. Come on, Akiha, it's time to go back. If you're not doing anything, do you want to walk home together? Yes, if you don't mind, let's walk home together. For some reason, Akiha smiles tenderly. My heart thumps. Perhaps it's the dizziness from earlier, or perhaps the straightness of seeing Akiha at my own school. For some reason, my heart beats far harder than it needs to. I leave the school building with Akiha. As we reach the school gates, I catch sight of Senpai waving at me. Ah, you came at last, Tono-kun. Huh, Senpai, what are you doing here? What are you doing standing here like this? Geez, I wasn't just standing here, I was waiting for you, Tono-kun, but... Senpai glances at Akiha next to me. Somehow, a glance she realizes that Akiha and I are walking home together. Tono-kun, is this your little sister? Senpai throws a sidelong glance at Akiha. Akiha says nothing. Nothing is said, but both Senpai and Akiha tell me with their eyes to introduce me to this person. Ah, seems this is going to be a really tiresome job. Senpai, this is my younger sister, Akiha. She transferred to our school just today. Akiha bows to Senpai. I see. Hello, my name is Ciel and I'm a friend of Tono. What is it? Senpai and Akiha just stare at each other, saying nothing. Senpai, you sounded like you were waiting for me. What's going on? Well, it just happened that I wanted to spend a little time with you, but since it's already late today, I'll leave it for another time. Bye, Tono-kun. See you tomorrow as well, Akiha-san. Bye, says Senpai, and she walks away from us. Ah, Senpai leaves without giving me a chance to stop her. Let's go home, Nissan. It will get dark soon. Akiha says this as if nothing happened. I walk with Akiha towards the mansion. Frankly, it's difficult. If I look beside me, I can see Akiha walking with her long hair fluttering. Akiha is silent and graceful, the perfect daughter of her respected family. Why can't I think of anything to say? Even though I see Akiha at home every day, I somehow feel some tension walking home toward the mansion. We arrive at the mansion. Akiha steps forward to open the gate, but as if remembering something, turns to me. I have one question. How close are you to that person called Ciel, Nissan? Abruptly, she asks an extremely forward question. Not especially close. We're just friends from school. She feels like someone I can talk to. Really? Akiha says, turning away and going through the gates. We cross the courtyard and arrive at the door. As Hisui is not waiting at the gates and Kwaku is not sweeping the garden, there's no sign of either of them today. Ah. Yes? Did you say something, Nissan? Well, nothing much, but I'd like to go and take a look at the Japanese-style building you were talking about, if that's okay. Detached building? Murmuring, Akiha's brow creases with concern. Please, do not. It was sealed up many years ago. Nissan, even you are not permitted to go there. Having stated this, Akiha goes into the mansion. It's a bit past 5 in the evening. There's about an hour of free time before dinner. Between now and dinner, should I spend my time in my room, or... So, go to the detached building, it says. It's bugging me how Akiha said that. She said not to enter the attached building under any circumstances. The way she said it gets me more curious. Besides, if a Japanese-style room is only located there, I do feel like I want to take a look at it. I guess it's alright if I don't get caught. I silently apologize to Akiha and decide to walk to the exit quietly. The sun has set and it's pitch black outside. I walk through the woods, which seem more like a forest. I didn't remember quite where it was, but as I entered the forest, my feet automatically head toward the attached building. Even if I forgot where it was, I guess my body remembers how to get there. At any rate, I am able to get to the attached building without getting lost. It must have been many years since this building was put out of use, as many parts are deteriorated. As I put my hand on the door, I notice that it is unlocked. It is dark inside, as expected. I smell the tatami mats and the shoji, and somehow feel comfortable, even though I can't see anything. As I enter the Japanese-style room, a chill runs through my spine. I know this place. I guess I came here as a kid since the Japanese-style room was interesting. But it's weird. I feel the same sense of incompatibility when I was first shown my room after I came back to this mansion. Maybe it's because the Arima's house was Japanese-style. I feel like I've lived here all my life. Or maybe, if I recall in the past, when we were playing in the yard, maybe it wasn't just me and Akiha. Ouch. I feel pain in my neck. Might be my anemia, but my body feels like lead. This is bad. I have to get back to my room. I shake my head lightly, and I decide to go back to my room before I really faint. Oh, hello, Shiki-san. What are you doing at a place like this? Kawaku-san suddenly enters the room. I'll look around to see what I can do. There's no place to hide. Besides, she's already seen me. Hey now, you can't come in here. Akiha-sama told us to never let you in here. Yeah, she told me today. She told me, but... You got curious. I understand. We'll let you go this time, but please don't come here again. This building is old and a bit dangerous. This building is old and a bit dangerous, huh? It's a weird reason, but it still makes sense. I'm sorry. But what was this building used for? You say it's not used now, but did someone use it before? Yeah. This used to be the servant's residence. Before you went to the army bus, this mansion had many servants. It was impossible to let all the servants live in the mansion, so Akiha-sama constructed this detached building. I see, this place was the servant's residence. It does make sense now that she mentions it. If you mentioned this big, such a thing would be certainly needed. But why? Why is Akiha trying to get me away from this place? Shiki-san, we should go back to the mansion, or Akiha-sama might find out. Oh, I'm sorry. Shake off the faint doubt remaining and decide to go back to the mansion with Kawaku. Dinner, as usual, is a quiet affair with just me and Akiha. Kawaku-san stands behind Akiha and Hisui stands behind me during our wordless dinner. The only thing different is the way Akiha is acting. Till now, whenever my tailbill wearer would make noise, Akiha would look up with a scowl. Today, however, Akiha makes quite a lot of clattering herself. In the end, I am going back to my room. Please clean up my dinner. Saying so, she leaves the dining room behind. What's with her? She wasn't like that when we were walking back together. She says nothing. Kawaku-san collects the tableware, smiling as ever. And then, in the lobby, I hear the sound of someone falling. Akiha? Fearing the worst, I race towards the lobby. There I see Akiha leaning on the stairs. Her breathing is irregular, and I can hear her wheezing from here. Her face is pale, and there are beads of sweat on her skin. I can see with a single glance that she is not okay. Hey, Akiha! Don't come near me! Stop. I stop. Leaning on the stairs, Akiha refuses me violently. Well, don't come near you? What are you talking about? I don't know what happened, but I just can't leave you like that. I'm fine, just don't come any closer, Nissan. Akiha breathes heavily. Hey! My heart pounds. Akiha just breathes painfully. There's something wrong with me. For a moment, I feel it resembles the figure of Yumisuke Sasuke. Akiha, I'm fine, so please don't come near me. If you come near me, there will be able to, so don't come any closer. As long as you are not around, I'll be fine, so... With an audible sound, Akiha collapses once more. Akiha-sama? Kawaku passes me running towards Akiha. She whispers something to Akiha and helps her up. With Kawaku-san's help, Akiha returns to her room. What was that about? Really don't understand. Akiha's tormented condition tells me not to come near her, yet she lets Kawaku help her. Shiki-sama, Hisui, what was that? Why was Akiha like that? At times, Akiha-sama lapses into setting this sypnea, just as with your anemia. Akiha-sama, too, is a member of the Tono family. Members of the Tono family do have such conditions. Aki said that during lunch. It can't be. Aki always seems so happy. Or so healthy. Akiha-sama tried her best to keep it a secret from you. We also ordered not to speak to Shiki-sama about it. There's nothing to be said. I can only look aghast upstairs. Akiha just ascended. Well then, good night. Please leave Akiha-sama's conditions to me-san. As Makihisa-sama was under her care for many years, she has medical experience. I guess so. If we leave Akiha to Kawaku, I'm sure she'll be fine. Since there doesn't seem to be anything else I can do, it seems I'll just have to leave her to Kawaku. Shiki-sama, it is rare for Akiha-sama to be like that. Since they can be easily relieved with medication, I do not think that you need to worry. Rather than being concerned with a treatable condition, Akiha-sama is concerned more about your health, Shiki-sama. I know. Damn it, I'm a crappy older brother. I guess I really didn't realize anything at all. You do not know anything? Hisui murmurs to herself, looking down. Hisui? What is it? Don't say that even if you feel bad. No, it's just Shiki-sama. Do you really remember nothing about the detached building? Huh? Remember what? Hisui, you really became Tonoshiki, did you not, Shiki-sama? Hisui? The detached building fell into this use right after you left for the Arana family. Makihisa-sama decided to demolish it, but as Akiha-sama objected strongly, it remained standing today. So, Shiki-sama, if you think anything at all of Aki-sama, please do not approach that detached building. Saying so, Hisui leaves the room as if she were running. It's 10 o'clock, and all the mansion's lights go off. I can't sleep. Akiha, the detached building, she wants to keep a secret from me. Great, well, we're going back to the detached building because Eamon told me so. But hold on, Hisui's words bother me, but I went to the detached house earlier. I know there's nothing there. I'll keep quiet tonight and sleep. Hot. 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 My throat dry with thirst. Hot. I can't sleep like this. I'll go and get a drink of water. Seems I went into town at night. Seems I'm waiting with bloodshot eyes for someone to pass by. It is hot. Suddenly I see a face reflected in the window. The eyes are bloodshot, and the face looks quite insane. It is just so hot. Seems I found my prey. Strangling her from behind, it's all over. Seems that the unknown woman has died just from that. I'm just so hot. Taking the dead body, perhaps I bit into its throat. There's a gurgling sound. Drinking the blood flowing out of the rended neck, my thirst is quenched. I don't understand. The sound of heavy breathing. Does this act really excite me so much? I stick my finger in the chest of the dead body. The sound of crushing meat, the sound of breaking bones, the sound of a heart being ripped out with my bare hand. As I watch, my head fills with pure white. This is the ultimate pillage, the height of immorality. Just gazing at it, I feel hot. You might say it's negative pleasure, but for making one hot, it's still the same. Don't understand. Hot blood dripping from my mouth, I gaze up at the night sky, entranced. And my long hair waves around. Above this aspiring body is a spiraling sky. Such a beautiful silver moon. And so I don't understand. I'm just only hot. Okay, well I think that's where we're gonna end it. Skipped 2 entire days. Or not skipped. Anyways. That was a bit of a longer episode. I'm glad that it was kind of longer. I'm glad I got to do that today. Anyways, that's about it for today's episode. I feel like the detached building has some sort of connection to Akiha, though. That's kind of my thoughts on it. That's really all I can think about. Maybe it's like she goes there, it's her spot or something that she likes to go to rest. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But that's it for today's episode. See you later.